I should really start doing bloopers at the end of my videos for how many times I mess up my intros when I record content. But anyways, that's not the point of today's video. Hey guys, it's your girl IAMSHEILAJ, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, like, you already know the drill. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified every single time yours truly uploads a new video. So I'm gonna get right into what today's video is about. I read something yesterday for class. In particular, it's I'm taking a theories of personality class, and I'm doing this video because I want to kind of shift people's perspective and make people think a little bit more, and make people realize that you have to test things out and become aware of what you're testing. I've said this in previous videos, what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. But we have to do this thing called trial and error and testing things out. And so I'm doing this video because I want to share with you some information that I feel like would help you on your manifesting journey. And consider manifesting journey like a theory. Like, everything is a theory. Law of assumption is a theory. Law of attraction is a theory. Everything is a theory. And do it and test it out. See if it works. And just see if it works. And I want to share what I'm read, because I think it'll really help shape your perspective and get you thinking, and not necessarily questioning, but just get you thinking. And I think that's what needs to be a thing, is that people need to question and have childlike faith. And think that we tend to forget that we lose our childlike faith. We lose our imagination as we get older because of what we're programmed and conditioned to do. The government knows this shit. So, but that's not the point of today's video. So I'm going to share with you what I read, and then I'm gonna share my thoughts and my perception on it. And this is from the theories. This is from the textbook. Psychology of personality. So I'm just going to read it, what the definition of a theory is, and then give you the summary of the chapter that I read, just to give you guys a different perspective, because I think it really will help a lot of people, and it'll really help so that you don't get confused. Where is it? Okay. I'm going to read you 2 different paragraphs from this page. How do psychologists decide whether a theory is any good? In describing the predictive role of theories, we've revealed a bias most personality psychologists hold. Theories should be testable, and they should be tested. It's important to find out whether a theory makes predictions that work. Now, I'm going to continue. Where is it? However, the view that dominates today's psychology, however, is that ideas, even brilliant ones, have to be tested before they can be trusted. Too often, things that seem true turn out to be turn out not to be true. Unfortunately, until you test them, you never know which ideas are brilliant and right and which are brilliant but wrong. Because of this, today's personality psychology is a scientific field in which research counts for a lot. Studies of personality provide information about how accurate or useful a theory is. The studies either confirm or disconfirm predictions and thereby support or undermine the theory. Now, to summarize the chapter that I read, I'm going to read the summary because I really want you guys to really hear what I'm saying and how I'm applying this to what manifesting is and connecting it back to manifesting. And I don't know why it's taking me so... Okay. Personality is a hard concept to define. Thinking about how people use the concept, however, suggests three reasons for its use. People use it to convey a sense of consistency or continuity within a person, to convey the sense that the person is the origin of behavior, or to convey the sense that the essence of a person can be summarized or captured in a few salient qualities. And theories have two purposes. One is to explain things that are known and to predict possibilities that have yet been examined. One way to elevate the worth of a theory is to ask whether research supports its predictions. Scientific psychology has a continuing cycle between theory and research, as theories are tested, modified on the basis of results, and tested again. And also, a theory shouldn't be based on a single kind of information. Theories benefit from multiple perspectives, having relatively few assumptions or concepts. People also tend to favor theories that fit well with their intuitions and personal world view. Okay, so what do we gather from that? I honestly, when I read that, I take in this, and the way I'm perceiving this information is that we have to test and we need to see what works for us internally, because that last statement that said we tend to go towards what our intuition is telling us, we tend to drive towards the thing that our intuition is saying. So if that's the case, no coach and no one should be telling you that you're doing something wrong if you feel like you're doing it right. Because if you feel like you're doing it right, then that's the only opinion that actually matters. But if for a coach or a person to tell you you're doing it wrong because what you're doing doesn't work for them, why are you even listening to them? And again, a theory needs to be tested and proven right or wrong. So you need to test out the techniques, test out these things like you're a scientist, but also have childlike faith that what you're doing is going to work for you. But I really wanted to bring this into awareness and put this into a perspective that I don't think anybody else is putting this into perspective. Test out the things that these YouTubers are saying, because it might not resonate with you. Find what resonates with you. Find out what resonates with you. Because at the end of the day, this is all theory. The law of assumption, the law of attraction, everything is all theory. It's based off of someone's theory, and it is okay for you to test it out, figure out if it works or not for you, And if it doesn't work for you, okay, find something that does work for you, because what works for you may not work for someone else. I will keep saying that in every one of my videos until it gets blue in the face. You have to find what works for you. Like, you really have to. And if the whole thing about theories does not get, like, I'm just saying, you have to find what works for you, because you're going to find yourself really hurting if you do not listen to your internal compass of what works for you. Theories, it's okay to challenge a theory. Nothing is ever set in stone. So we can, yes, it might be quote unquote a law or whatever, but it is okay to test out theories and question it. It is okay for something to not be right. It's okay for something to not be wrong. But there is no such thing as right or wrong, because what is right or wrong for me differs between what is right or wrong from you. And we should not be going around telling people that they are wrong for what they are doing, or making people feel bad about how they're manifesting. Because if for my entire life I've been an emotional creature and an emotional human, why am I going to sit here not reacting and not being emotional when my entire life I've been emotional and I've reacted and I've still gotten what I wanted? Because I have an assumption and a dominant thought, that regardless of what I'm going through and regardless of how I'm feeling in that moment, I'm still going to get what I want. So I don't care whether or not I react. I don't care what anybody else thinks of me, because I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. I'm going to be the rebel. I've never been the one to follow what someone else thinks or says. I've always been the one that goes out of her comfort zone and goes out of her box. It may take me a while to do it, but that's how I've always been. And I think that shows when it comes to the modeling work that I produce. Like, I have some interesting pieces of modeling photos that should probably be in a museum that are great photos, but they were out of the box. I'm a rebel and I am aware of it. So what I'm saying is, be a rebel, think out the box, and don't let anybody tell you what you are doing right from wrong. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because only you can tell you about you. And that's what I really wanted to say and elaborate in today's video. I know it was long, but theories are meant to be tested. Laws are meant to be tested. Keep testing it. Keep finding out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Because you're going to find yourself in a really vicious cycle if you do not find what works for you and you keep listening to all these coaches and not doing what your internal compass is telling you to do. Because sometimes it's not about watching the videos. It's not about listening to the coaches. It's not about listening to your friends. It's not about any of that. It's about shutting the world out, shutting down, and centering yourself and listening to what you want. What do you want? How is this theory benefiting me? How is this law benefiting me? How is this law helping me? How is this theory helping me? How am I becoming the best version of myself? How is this person helping me? What is this person doing to benefit me? Is this person giving me energy back? Is this person pulling me backwards, or is this person helping me go forward? Is this coach helping me? Is this coach not helping me? What? Ask yourself these questions. Really dig deep. What is it that I want? What is it that how is this person helping me? How is this really ask yourself these questions. Really sit with yourself, because honestly, sometimes the answer is not with the coach. Sometimes the answer is with you, and sometimes you need to shut off yourself from the world and listen to you. That is all I have to say for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like my comment and I didn't like my video for today. I'm just trying to find a way to implement what I'm learning in school into my videos to help you guys and to show you guys that I'm actually holding myself accountable and actually I want to show you guys my journey along the way. And that is why I'm doing videos like these, because I really want to show you my journey and be vulnerable with you guys and transparent. So thanks for watching. Love ya.